Hi, welcome to SBR Videos. I'm Peter Loshak. We have very special guests right now for Conference Championship Week in college basketball. We're talking right now with Rob and The Dream from Sports Bettors TV. First time ever guests here on SBR Videos. We're going to start with the ACC Conference Championship. Rob and The Dream from Sports Bettors TV, thanks so much for being with us.
Oh, no problem, Peter. It's our pleasure, man. We're, excited to be playing with the big boys here.
All right, listen, you know what this is mostly about? Winners, winners, winners. Is that something that you guys can help us figure out what to bet on?
I'm going to let The Dream answer that one.
Dream, can you give us some help?
All we do is win, player.
That can't be true.
This is a winning team. This is a high percentage winning combination that we have together.
Oh, yeah.
High percentage. Listen, can you guys give us, let's say, 53.5% advice?
Oh. I wake up at 53. I dream 53.5%.
Oh my God. All right. Excuse me. Well, let's get right into it then. Let's see what you can tell us about the ACC. You guys ready?
We are ready.
All right. The ACC, Virginia is the #1 seed. They're not the favorite, though. Right now at 5 dimes, Duke is the favorite at plus 125. We know that why that would be. They've been absolutely killing it recently. They had some, a few struggles during the heart of the regular season, but recently they're looking absolutely unstoppable when they want to be. Virginia has the big injury to Anderson, and I believe he's going to be out for the entire conference championship. So that makes sense to me, although we saw what Virginia did against Wake Forest, and I'll admit it, fine. Do you guys admit when you have losers?
Absolutely.
You do? All right.
The first thing we got to do is come and apologize when we do.
Yeah.
We actually talk about the losers more than we talk about the winners because winning is routine for us.
I don't know. All right, well, I'll admit that I bet Wake Forest huge when they were at home and they got absolutely crushed by Virginia without Anderson. So obviously Virginia is a scary team to bet against even without Anderson. And then after that you have Louisville has problems on offense, and then North Carolina definitely not looking like they're on Virginia and Duke's level. So Virginia or Duke, what do you guys think? Let's start with you, The Dream.
Definitely Duke. Virginia, to me, has been overrated for most of the season. They are a team that is definitely based with their defensive sets. Their defense in basketball, to me, can sometimes be a little bit of an over exaggeration, as certain things you can get beyond defense, pushing the ball, fast break points, and an extremely hot player that's hitting with a high percentage from the outside can really shut down any defense that seems that stifling. Virginia has a very anemic offense. They struggle at a lot of spots in the games to find any production out of points. On the other hand, you have the juggernaut as in Duke, and Duke is absolutely extremely effective on all sides of the ball as they play great defense. They have an incredible offense. They're powered by a good point guard system. Their backcourt is probably the best backcourt in college basketball, to be honest with you. And then down low, they've got the big man who looks like he's going to be a future NBA All-Star. So Duke really right now is a superstar of the NCAA, and I really like Duke to come out of this tournament like roses.
I can't say I disagree with you. They are the favorite, and also one other thing about them, they're a young team, and they're one of these teams see as all-time in college sports, a young team with elite talent that gets better as the season wears on. And now that we come to the end of the year, maybe they're even more elite than they were in the middle of the year. All right, let's go to you, Rob. Do you think that it's just Duke or nothing here? And looking at some of the long shots, I don't know. Louisville, I wouldn't take their offense is too suspect. North Carolina looks like they just don't quite have the talent. But Notre Dame at plus 650 as the fifth choice. They have a four-guard team that can be very dangerous, can get hot. I might consider Notre Dame as the best long shot here, but I kind of agree with The Dream. I'd bet Duke at plus 125. I had to make a futures bet here. What do you think, Rob?
Yeah, I agree with you on that. I mean, I always say this. When you come into conference matchups, what ends up happening is a lot of, these teams know each other in and out. So these games can go either way. You never quite know what you're going to expect. Duke has been the most consistent team, in my opinion. So I think all day long we're gonna get Duke with this. Virginia, with the big injury there, I don't think that they can beat Duke. If I had a sleeper personally, I like NC State at plus 30 to 1 as more of a hedge opportunity if they get to one of the final games.
Really? Well, NC State, look, yeah, plus 3,000 right now at 5 dimes, 30 to 1. They are 6-1 against spread over the last 7 games, so they have been undervalued recently, but to win the ACC tournament, do you think it's possible they could actually do it?
Yeah, I do that. I like taking underdogs for hedge opportunities. And I think that they can do something, and I may actually shop that future a little bit and see if I can get a better value.
We're all kind of in agreement here. Duke, even though they're favorite, plus 125 is the best bet on the board right now to win the ACC?
Yes, sir.
I think it's the best bet on the board, but I would also heed, as opposed to taking Virginia and placing any money on Virginia, it is quite possible that you could take North Carolina as well and put a small wager on North Carolina in case, sometimes the big teams in these smaller tournaments come in and come out a little bit flat and get taken by surprise in a situation. So to spread your money out, well, it would behoove you to throw a little bit on North Carolina and NC State, as one of the two of them might come out and sneak a situation and end up coming out of the ACT. But I really think that Duke is the clear-cut winner.
I don't know. I'm kind of down on North Carolina. Not that they're not a good team, but I think they're a little bit overvalued right now. And at plus 625, I wouldn't take them. But I think we're all in agreement. Duke plus 125. Thanks, guys.